The UBC is produced by Backgammon Galaxy. Play among the stars. The Backgammon Galaxy mobile app is coming soon. Star membership, high analysis, Blunder database, private games, coin games, rating games, and much, much more. Hi there, this is the amazing team who made the UBC production that you're watching right now. You can support us by donating any amount using the YouTube Super Chat. Just click the dollar icon in the chat window to get started. Donate $25 or more to get our eternal gratitude. Donate $50 to get a personal shout out by Marc Olsen in an exclusive video. Donate $100 to get a signed copy of the event poster and a shout out. Thank you so much for your support. Get the limited edition signed poster by donating $100 in the YouTube Super Chat. Your donations will support the hardworking team who made the UBC a reality. Thank you so much.
What's up, Backgammon fans? Marc Olsen here with Nick Blasier at the WoW Hotel in Istanbul. We are seeing maybe the best backgammon we've ever seen from the Super-Grandmaster and World Champion Mochy. And he's currently leading 12-4 after match 8. We're heading into match 9. Mochy just needs to win one more tournament point. So either a match win or a PR win. Dirk played a tremendous match last match in match 8. His average PR is now 3.4, so it's trying to grind it down. Mochy is at a 2.08 after 8 matches. His worst match PR-wise is a 2.9.
Yeah.
What do you think about this, Nick?
It's just unbelievable. I have never seen anything like it. Yeah, that A+ game, it's just, yeah. Closest to human we see is that 2.9. So he has off matches. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
I really think, yeah, you mentioned that goal of making the Super-Grandmaster 2, and it looks like that should be well within reach. He'd have to really have some difficult matches and have this extended out for a long time to not achieve that. Like, I think he's going to be there. So
Yeah, I mean, he still has to get through a lot of more experience points. I think this is only like 1/3 or 1/4 of the way. So of course it's still a marathon. But I mean, even at the BMAP settings, which are softer than the UBC settings, so he's probably below a 2.0 right now at the BMAP settings.
I want to say he had close to this in Monte Carlo or something like that too. So I mean, I think he might really be on his way. It's crazy.
It could be.
Yeah.
There were rumors that he would play this well, but of course here we have the perfect stage to observe it. He might be on his way to that. What do you call it? Like the second
Super-Grandmaster 2. Because Super-Grandmaster isn't good enough for some of us. We just need tiers from there.
Yes, and that is in the BMAP Federation.
Yeah.
So let's see when the players are ready. They started with slow neck. We're just sitting here talking. My bad, guys. So we've already had the opening sequence here.
Dirk's had a couple checkers sent back, but he has an anchor, so he should be in this game for a long time. Great contact. Yeah, so from the bar, he comes in on the ace and comes out to the bar. That's a good play. Or sorry, 13-7 is better, actually. Bring a checker into the zone. Yeah, you usually want to come off the 24 and 20 holding game like we've talked about so fast, but here was a case where it's better to just generate some offense.
But there's a decision here, right?
With 2 is going to be 2 for sure.
There's a decision here. So he could either make the blitzing play, which is actually more of a racing play to just put 2 on the bar because there's not too much blitz potential when Dirk has the golden point anchor made.
You want to get rid of the goalkeeper, though.
That's what you're looking at.
This feels thematic to me. So
you're getting rid of the goalkeeper, but you're losing the crucial point of landing on the 7 point. So I mean, this is a tough decision actually.
Mm-hmm.
The best play. Oh, actually, the inverted. This is the best play.
Mm-hmm.
This is the best play.
Yeah, everything else looks very stiff. He's very likely to just come in somewhere and leave the checker on the ace.
This is inferior.
Yeah, this doesn't
because you leave a direct shot.
And the goalkeeper problem can come back. It's just better to. Yeah.
I mean, he's having a look at all the variations here. The other play is just coming all the way around with the.
And create a 5 stack. Like it just I think I don't know, for this one just seems like it's most productive to. It's like relatively intuitive to me. I get like it's very impure, but so is everything else, you know. He ends up going with the stacking play, understandable. Yeah,
it was a very difficult play. I think actually this play was better at 3-ply, but it reversed in the deeper analysis. Okay, this is a fun holding game position. It's not really a back game, right?
3, I don't think we want to go for clearing the mid yet, but we could. It's just such good distribution to put it on the 7.
Yeah, it's very nice. Perfect flexibility.
Very close, though, or relatively close.
Relatively close, yeah. Yeah,
Dirk gets to start his board. That's good. And he's got real liability in having the 24 and 20 together. He needs to find some way to improve this. Improving his board is better, but if he gets stuck in this and it gets more defined, it's just going to be not enough to play out.
Yeah. This is that 1-5 back game we've been talking about in some earlier matches. It's kind of like you could define it as a back game, but it kind of plays out as a holding game more often.
Yeah, they don't generate shots together enough, right? We can see the only points that are challenged by both anchors are the 7 and the 6.
Yes.
And once you get there, usually, you want 3 points in front to clear is when you're usually sending a good, efficient cube. So.
Yes, I mean, that's the rule when all other conditions are kind of like standard. But any backgammon position is always unique, so you have to figure it out over the board.
Tricky roll for Mochy. He has to leave something already. He would love to keep the bar point to keep that 24-point anchor blocked, but it's just so nice to make the better piece of structure. So 8-4, 7-4 wins out here.
Oh, there's this play as well.
I might find this.
This is too stiff.
Find this. Yeah,
this is too stiff. You're duplicating aces, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Dirk needs to roll an ace to hit and to cover this 5 point.
Yeah.
But it's just very stiff.
Yeah. Can't put a 6 checker on the 6 point.
There's this. I mean, I understand this play.
This is very close.
I think I would have made this play probably as well. But the 4 point was strong. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you make the bold plays while your opponent is still underdeveloped in his front position.
Yeah.
Is this a cube? Is this a cube? It's not quite a cube yet. No, he was correct. It's not quite a cube yet. Very good.
Might not be, but this might be a market loser.
Yes, but the thing is, that the market loser is not so big because there's still a lot of contact value here. So even if you lose your market, it's not going to be a big market loser, which really argues for why it wasn't a cube, the last roll.
The 23 is actually a nice place to be. This is not the worst roll.
This is a double. This is a double.
I don't think he's going to be able to play
it's even a pass.
Yeah.
The 1-5 back game is very weak.
But it gives him the opportunity to switch to the 2-5. If he got to stay in this game and roll ace, he'd be very happy if he could do that. But again, he can't play it.
Yeah, he means immediate drops. He knows he knows that 1-5 back game is the one back game that is so weak.
The Backgammon Galaxy mobile app is coming soon. Star membership, high analysis, Blunder database, private games, coin games, rating games, and much, much more.
And you even have a little bit of blitzing going on here as well because you could attack on the deuce point.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're stuck in the 1-5 back
In fact,
game,
I think Mochy would be like highly incented to do that.
Oh, yes.
He's going to hit on the 23 quite often in that game.
That's right. The 2-5 back game is way stronger than the 1-5 back game.
Mm-hmm. So 1-0. Okay,
Yes.
we're done with the 2-0 score lines. We'll have to talk to Mochy about that afterward.
Yes, I think this is the third time we see the 1-0.
Yeah, his rule was holding up so well to start.
It was. 5-1, that's a good developing roll.
Yeah.
And it's cool to see Dirk play 2 down here with the 4-3 opening. He's going, and now Mochy has a blitzing formation, which means that Dirk should be playing for the priming game plan here. 6-5 is a little bit of a high number. He prefers to roll small, actually, and just win via priming. Okay, all of a sudden, Mochy actually also has a priming formation. I think Dirk needs to split here with a 3.
It's not clear. He still has the better timing, so he's not pushed to, but Mochy's back checkers see the light, so he can run on a 6, and Dirk cannot. Confusing to me.
Oh, he doesn't want to split the back checker. Am I completely off here thinking about the split?
No, I think it's got to be close. But
look at the best play. That's why. That's because
he doesn't have a ton of timing, so he can go for a slot.
The 13-8 is not good enough. That's just too inflexible. He's looking at it. This is the expert play. He's realizing that he has a timing advantage if he can invite Mochy into a priming battle. So you want to play pure and efficient. It's a great move. Unfortunately, there's not much duplication going on here. It would be nice if he was duplicating another good number for
He might
Mochy.
be able to see 13-8, though.
This is a good play,
no
Dirk.
good follow-up.
This is such a beautiful play.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a nice play. He found it. Yeah, I think I would have made the splitting play, which is a close second. When you're in a priming battle, it's also nice to get your back checkers out.
Of course, great shot from Mochy.
Great shot, yeah. But Dirk is gonna try to prime this one.
Now we make the 4 twice. What else is there?
There's not much.
You could slot
You
it.
could slot, but it's a little bit of an overplay, right?
Yeah.
It's not even that far apart. Look at this. The slotting play number 3.
No, 8-6. Just break the 8. Oh, number 3.
The slotting play is just a 36.
You're right,
36
yeah.
mistake.
Yeah.
Because it fits into his game plan. But unfortunately,
I don't see the market loss here for Mochy. He's thinking about a cube action, but this is still pretty close.
I mean, if he makes the 4 point, it could be a market loss because he's trapping 2 versus 1 back checkers. That's a tremendous advantage in a priming battle. It means that Mochy has 14 front checkers versus Dirk's 13 front checkers. So in a priming battle, when you have fewer checkers to play, you're going to crunch faster. So I would say the market losers for Mochy here are 4-2, 6-5, double 2, and is that it? Maybe that's it. And maybe also something like a 6-4 followed by a miss or something like this could also be a market loser. So there are market losers here. That's why he's thinking about this cube.
If 2s is a market loser, then aces must be as well.
Oh yeah, aces, that's right. We can throw aces in there as well. It's not quite 25% market losing sequences here. But there is a little bit of market losers here.
And if there's market losers, then double fives must be like an anti-market
Oh,
loser.
yes, double
So,
5 is horrible. That's right. We should
yeah,
discount.
Fours are really bad. So it seems kind of clear to me that you're
Fours
not going
is-
to get to enough.
4s are not that bad. We can
They're
still
pretty
make
bad.
the deuce point and play 13 to 5. It's not horrible. It's not that it's good, but
Pretty bad. I bet it's low. Do you think it's in the bottom 5 rolls?
I think it's better than a 5-2, for instance. It's better to roll double 4 than a 5-2.
5-2 seems okay.
5-3 is also slightly annoying. Good decision, Mochy. He decides to roll here. He realizes, the 4-2. Now Dirk needs to perform here. I think he's going to lose his market here. That looks like 2 down.
We can maybe.
This is a market loss. This is a market
transition
loss.
to an attack.
This is a tremendous prime. Yeah, we can see the equities that it's a market loss.
Yeah.
This is just a tremendous advantage in a priming battle.
Mhm.
Level 3 prime formation for Mochy here. 2 checkers trapped behind his beautiful 5 prime with no daylight.
He's given
Inside.
Dirk easy decisions at least.
Oh, it's actually too good. Oh yeah, because he's got fly shots.
Yeah.
He's got fly shots. He's got 6-3 and 6-4 to go for the gammon. And even if he rolls double 5, he can still double next time. Maybe double 6 is not. It could take him out of the doubling window and back into take territory. Or sorry, out of the
Double 6 is great. Yeah.
Huge pass. It's funny that Mochy actually gets a little error there.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it was actually too good to double.
It's nice to get easy decisions. This is what Dirk's been rooting for.
Yeah.
Finally. And we do get to 2-0 after all.
That's the backdoor equity.
6-4, he's got to decide if this is one of those just run. Yeah, that makes sense. Split is probably what I'd find, but it's not a make the 2 kind of roll when you're leading.
Yeah. It's nice to just run when you're leading.
Yeah. Punished.
So 0.9 for Mochy in PR and
do with this?
2.0 for Dirk in PR race so
We
far.
just hit on the deuce. It's so weird to do these, but yeah, out to the 15 seems fine.
Oh, hitting on the deuce is ugly.
Yeah. Occasionally, that's your best option there, though.
Yeah.
The hit, and then, oh, yeah, sure. I guess it strips the mid, so it
Oh
feels
yes,
a little weird.
but you're making the 11 point, which is
Yeah.
great.
Okay, that's a great shot for Mochy. Freezes a lot of that offense.
Uh-huh. a
Dirk.
Great
needs
shot
to
for
make the
Dirk.
anchor too,
Oh
right?
yes,
Yeah.
oh yes. The race is now in Dirk's favor, I think, or is it even? No,
But
he's
he had
up
to
7
leave a
pips.
shot while he's doing it, so that's scary.
He's down 2 pips before this move.
This must be 2 down.
Yeah, it's
just
a nice
developing
play.
Nicely.
Yes. Another mutual holding game. Double 5.
Just in time.
So now Mochy has the racing advantage,
Yeah.
and Dirk has the timing advantage. So
Means this is going to the ace, I think. Yeah.
it could place 8 to 7 and duplicate deuces.
Yeah. We
Duplicate
got to
the
keep all
deuce.
those points in front is the key because we can't let Mochy run on big sets and consolidate a race. That's the big thing here.
That's right. When the race is this close, you have a high propensity to prime. And that's what we're seeing here from Dirk. He likes his structure.
Rolling really awkward numbers here, though, but catching up in the race. So soon
Yeah.
maybe he can give it up and be
Oh,
okay
another
with that.
double 5.
Never mind about that race.
So no more timing for Mochy.
Yeah.
He's breaking over in 2, but he has the racing advantage.
What is this? I think something's got to go.
Could you consider making the 3 point here? Kind of just like making something constructive out of it? Or is it just to play safe? Oh, it's just to
It's
play
got
safe.
a better board.
Yeah, that's right. That's the
Yeah.
deciding factor. Mochy
Yeah.
has a better board, so Dirk shouldn't get creative here.
It's hard to give up the blocking 6s, though. It's very unfortunate. And he's thinking about leaving the anchor with all the checkers behind on the 3 point, but again, you really need dead checkers to pull that play off too. It just in the long run only punishes.
This is the right play he's having a look at here.
This is how much he really wants to keep that blocking point. Is he's looking at all other options and just trying to avoid it. I think he's going to realize that this is just it, but it's not complicated.
And at least it's a little bit complicated, not overly complicated. It's still just standard mutual holding game strategy. Don't leave shots.
Everyone says that, and then he still needs to take a bunch of time to figure that out.
Yes,
that's
right.
The slowest games, and they run really close. You saw
You're right, Nick. Yeah. It was a big decision to give up his best blocking point, essentially.
Yeah.
But at least, he created some flexibility and mobility.
What is this play? Now Mochy's supposed to leave his anchor? I'm not sure I'm ever thinking about this.
Oh, that's an annoying roll.
That's really difficult to do.
He might make a blunder. Yeah, there's a blunder potential here. Oh, Mochy, no. Oi, it's not good.
How do you leave your anchor, though?
He failed to see the inner board advantage that he had. 3-point board versus 2-point board and a blot in Dirk's inner board.
And now Dirk feels happy to leave it, and this is also an error. He should still just sit on the anchor because he needs it for the long run.
Oh yeah, this is just a small error. But Mochy, he had all the check marks on the checklist to break an anchor. He had the racing lead, he had the stronger inner board.
Oh, this shot is...
And he had the timing was indicating to run now because he had a strong table, but inner board, but it was gonna break if he didn't run. So all the check marks was in for the running play for Mochy.
The 2 or the 5 is the question here. We're going to make the ace. We're going to hit.
That's 1. Can't you clean up everything? 1, 2.
Kind of if you want to bury 6-3.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see it now.
I guess 6-3 is part of this play no matter what, too. So go ahead and make that and then decide if you're making the 2 or the 5.
That's the play, right? This is the best play?
Yeah, it looks like it. It's pretty wild.
Good play, Mochy. He found it.
Yeah.
Very good. So just one blunder so far.
Good enough to cube. He's supposed to bring 3 checkers around.
I don't think it is.
He's leading, which gives a little less incentive. But Dirk's structure is just trash. So the contact is not that good.
No, it's not a double.
Way
Look
off
at this.
cube.
Yeah. He still has some prime value, Dirk.
Something to think about. 5. Oh my gosh.
Double 5. This is a crunch position.
Mm-hmm.
And the crunch positions are
these confuse me. It just doesn't look like a cube at all to me, but Dirk's going to evaluate it. He's definitely got a positional advantage.
That's right. Now Dirk is actually considering cubing. Does he have any market losing sequences here? Maybe something to do
with... The
with...
market losers are going to be Mochy's role. He's going to enter, and something bad about coming off the anchor is going to happen.
That's right.
So, yeah.
So there are probably some market, but it's not going to be big market losers, right?
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it.
Even if, let's say Mochy rolls a... 4-3, and now he's forced to run. Now Dirk's cube is probably efficient, because it's not obvious whether
it's efficient. He's probably still got a take. Right?
Yeah, it might even still be a take. So that's the argument for not doubling here. It's difficult to see big market losers here.
Yeah.
And it's like a 60-40 position in Dirk's favor. And it's not too gammonish either. Dirk can win the gammon when Mochy is squeezed off his anchor and he closes out 2 checkers.
Which is still kind of hard to do with his positioning here.
Okay.
He's going to send it.
Yeah,
okay. It's not too bad.
It's a bit too early. But the thing with crunch positions, they're very confusing.
Yeah.
They're so confusing that the Backgammon AIs typically need a specialized neural net just for crunch positions because the kind of normal backgammon concepts break down.
Okay, but Mochy can't possibly make this size of blunder here, can he?
Oh, wow. There is actually a probability that... Oh, good.
So.
Well played, Mochy. Yeah. I mean, there was definitely...
there's a score portion to this decision, too. Trailing 7-away, 5-away, you just really don't want to lose your market. It's hard to have to eat a recube. So you are incented to send a little earlier, and I think that's why it's not a large error to send it. It's like, I think it looked like a blunder.
I think it's a small blunder. Look how close the PR.
Not even a blunder. It was 6-2. Yeah.
Yeah, the PR
it's not even
race.
That wrong. Yeah.
The PR race is very close now. I was a small blunder, wasn't it, to ship the cube?
Oh, 6-4. Small error. So, no, I think... Well,
to ship the cube?
Yeah, it looks like it's not. Yeah.
No, it was a blunder to ship the cube.
Look at the summary.
Yeah, Dirk's PR went up from 1.5 to 2.4 or something.
I don't think so.
Oh, there you go. 52 millipoints, I think it says. Oh, okay. So it was slightly less bad.
So
on
this
XG+.
decision, this must mean you just make this. Your other option is 15 to 10 and keep deeper contact. But this blocks like 6-4, makes some things awkward. I guess, is that even good to block 6-4 though? I don't know.
Yeah, good question.
Um,
It would leave a triple shot. Okay, this would be an efficient cube had
Yeah.
the
Oh, great
cube
shot.
not been turned.
I mean, you have to point on head. He's going to think about the double hit, but it just feels so much better.
I'm not completely
Yeah, I guess
sure
you
here.
lose track on some threes
this.
of that blot entirely. Okay.
Yeah, look at this. It seems to be close. No, actually, the double hit. The thing is, yeah, that's a good play, Dirk. The thing is, if you close the 5 point, it's going to be a little bit difficult to pick up that second blot. And Dirk can only win a gammon if he picks up both blots. He's not too scared of getting hit here.
That is, I don't think he loses too often, even when he gets hit with a 5. Just comes back and has better contact.
Exactly. This would be the normal play if Mochy didn't have a completely crunched front position.
Yeah.
That's a strong
He's been
play.
challenged with some positions like this and does very well with them. It's impressive stuff.
He's played really well today in this match and the
I think it was
last
like
match.
first match where he had a crunch position like this too and figured it out. Now he really wants to. I still think you make it and
No, I think you make the 5 now. I don't think you hit loose because the thing is, you don't want to end up in a position where you're the crunched player has a racing lead and is sitting on an anchor. But the thing is, this is an anchor on the 3 point, so he's gonna break that anchor at some point, and then you can make the squeeze play.
yeah. That's the most entering numbers are gonna. Well, not most. 3, 4, 3, 6 come off the anchor immediately.
Yes, that's
so
right.
It's not gonna stay there that long.
So as long as you keep one or two of your checkers all the way as far back as possible.
This is unlucky.
That's an annoying one, huh?
I think you probably just put it 6 away so that he does hit and you get like recirculated. I actually
He-
I'm thinking 15 to 9 to start.
He's thinking about the squeeze play now. That's why he's looking at this one. But it seems to be that the flexible move is the best one on 3-ply. Let's have a look at XG plus. Yeah, okay. He saves that outfield blot just in case he needs to make a squeeze play where he clears the 8 point. Oh,
Good
there
shot.
we go. Close out. Looking good for Dirk. And he gets to grind his PR down a bit. It's super close now. Both players playing 2.5. But Dirk is getting decisions. And he's not going to make any blunders here, that's for sure.
Yeah, looking good.
Looking very good. This is one of those hidden advantages in this format. That it's like,
Perfect pair off.
when you close out your opponent, you get easy decisions. And you get to grind your PR down.
6-2, great shot.
Oh, double sixes
Mochy's gonna
save
all
the gammon,
gammons.
yes.
Yeah. He just always does.
So
Isn't the best play there actually? Is it
no, it
both
doesn't
to the
matter.
13?
It doesn't matter.
I think
What
it
if you-
I think it has a small opinion about that. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe if the gammon race was closer.
Yeah.
And we're playing on the new 2022 Backgammon Galaxy board, the Void board. With the Void board comes with a special black on black. I know it sounds crazy, but it looks amazing. Inlay and checkers. But in this match, they're playing with the good old Neptune color scheme.
That'll do
That's
it.
the double 5.
Even
And-
score.
Even score.
5 away, 5 away.
At the moment, this is the only void board ever produced.
Improve your backgammon skills by reading the best books on the market, available on Amazon. Links in the description below.
But we're in the process of producing them, and hopefully soon we'll start distributing the void board.
Is that going to be true in the present future?
I would have to ask Ture Rasmussen. He's in charge of the shop. I'm not sure when we have it ready.
It's a bit of time travel involved in the production of this, of course. But how could there not be?
6-3.
So this is, again, the scoreline here. Dirk really needs both match points to stay alive. If Mochy can get 1 point, he locks the win for the finals for 2021. Is that the year?
This final is UBC 2021 final.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's hard to remember.
Yeah. It's hard to remember years.
And the only way that Dirk can stay alive is to continue to win out both PR point and match point. So he
Yes.
absolutely needs to win the match and needs to play lights out.
Yes.
And then if he won out from here in this match and all the 3 following, if he could also somehow get his average PR below Mochy's,
which is actually
then he could
doable
win.
if he were to win all the PR points from here. Then
I think we were thinking about it, and I think probably if Mochy continued to play the way he's playing, I think like it's not clear that playing a 0 in the remainder of the matches would be enough. I think he needs some help from Mochy.
Yeah, Mochy just needs to win one match, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
He's at a match point right now. Just need one more tournament point to win or
this
to
is a
keep
tricky
his
decision.
title.
Which one? These always fool me. I think I would be. There's some duplication of 5s. It feels like if you go to the 17 like this. Yeah. I like it. The other way feels like double shots in the outfield and things like that.
Yeah.
It's just 5s everywhere. You don't give your opponent as good of a 6.
It's doubles. Yeah, exactly.
I guess the
six also swings it, right? It's
This
not
must
just
make the anchor, I think, with 5 back. I expect
Oh
that
yes.
would be,
He has the
it's
hitting
gonna
blade.
hit.
Sorry,
Okay.
I was so obsessed with
of
making
course.
the anchor because that's
Better
what
board. Yeah.
when here he has
It's
a better
not
board.
even that bad. Who knows?
Usually when you have multiple back checkers like this, more than 2 back checkers, your highest priority is to get an advanced anchor. But here he could hit, and Mochy has a better inner board. He has a prime going.
What
so
is this best play? 24 and 6? No. I'm never doing that.
Okay.
I'm doing exactly this. I don't fear it like it's just 8 in the zone.
No.
I get
It's
he's
too
got a
many.
better-
It's too many good numbers. It's way too many good numbers. You have to do this. You're leaving direct 6s on Dirk's side of the board,
Yeah, I
and
see
you're
it.
leaving a ton of pointing numbers
We
that
do have
points
to
on his
continue to
head.
play this game for a long time, though, and that checker on the 6 feels pretty permanent.
But the minor split is not that horrible. You know,
Yeah.
it's not a. It's more the stacking that you don't like, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
The lack of alternatives with the 4.
But
I
it's
guess
just
it's just too loose.
it's too loose.
All right.
He finds the best play.
Gives him
Well
nothing
played.
too good to do on his next roll, so I can kind of see that. Yeah.
Good play from Dirk.
That's hard for me to find. 6-4. Can we possibly make the deuce when we
Oh.
have 5 checkers back? I think we got to make a bar point angle finally, right?
Yes,
Can we just-
eight checkers in the zone, 5 checkers back. It doesn't exactly scream for a blitzing move here, but you know, it could be the
and we
right
just
idea.
Go straight to it.
Let's see. Oh yes,
And
it's
that's right?
clearly the right play. It's clearly the right play. Good play, Mochy. Even though it's counter game plan
This is-
wise.
I would be struggling with this game. Maybe only for a roll, because I'd just give initiative away, and then it would be all fixed.
Okay, again, he has a decision here. Do we create connectivity with the back checkers, or do we simply hit?
The hit feels fine here now.
Now it's a
This one is
3-point
just- yeah.
home board.
Too close to coming around and consolidating. We have 2 anchors, so what can go wrong? I feel like I've established my game
Okay.
here now. This seems fine, but this is actually worse by quite a bit. No,
Yeah.
sorry, breaking the anchors. Okay, to the 16's okay. Yeah.
It's a 54 mistake on 3-ply. Let's have a look at
Yeah.
XG plus.
Well, it's just, you have the better board.
It's a
why
blunder
not?
now. Yeah, you need to hit. You have the better board,
Yeah.
and you don't want to allow him to escape in your home board and get that anger on the
Yeah.
bar point.
Very close to freedom. I mean, of course, the downside is losing your midpoint and having 6 checkers back that are disconnected from your army. So this feels like the right strategic idea. This everything's linked and playing together this way. Yeah, I can see why this one's tough to find.
Yes, it's very tough to find. You don't have a clear comparison between the moves here. It's 2 very different
Yeah.
game plan moves.
It's hard to imagine too much as well, like what you fear is a full roll from Dirk here. So you're not getting a whole lot of tempo game necessarily.
Yeah, well played, Mochy. Again, he finds the best move.
5,
And
6
there's a fan. Okay, we know when you're a cube yet.
Yeah.
With 6 back checkers and a broken midpoint.
This doesn't look like
6-2 is
backgammon.
not a good number, but now finally he gets a little
Is
bit of
this what we
tempo
do?
where he starts to work on his back checkers.
I would be looking at making the midpoint is like tempting to do because we're so disconnected.
Oh, the midpoint. The 7 is nice. You
Yeah,
take away so many
of
fly
course.
shots. I think it's like 8 shots or something like this.
Yeah.
No, 5-2 doesn't hit, so it's 4-3.
But the hit isn't
1-6,
so
1-4.
concerning.
Double 4. It's 7 shots
Yeah.
that you clean up by making the 7-point.
Yeah, but the shot doesn't change a lot. You already have 6 checkers back. What's the 7th?
I don't know about
5-2.
that.
I mean, we have to get some outfield presence somewhere. Maybe
Yes.
the bar point counts.
I think so.
But I'm almost tempted to again.
What
should
else
be,
are we
like,
gonna
looking
do?
at just run to the mid or something like that and see if he can sit there.
No, because if we
Me too,
run
yeah.
if we run to the mid, we're still stuck deep, and we're gonna get hit, and then we're stuck deep.
Yeah.
This one was clearly better.
That can happen or it can not, and it might challenge him from being able to leave his blots free back, like, and do some productive thing. We challenge that 16 blot. This is a great point to have, of course. Dirk just wants to make
really
landing islands on his way home. Yep.
That's a really good move. A lot of players would have made the deuce point there. That's a hit.
So he's pulled off one of his anchors. I guess. What can we do with the 6?
He's thinking about breaking the 21 point. Yes, it's the best play. It's the best play because he has the inner board advantage, so he can play flexible, and it's kind of unflexible and stiff to play 24 to 18 here.
Feels very much so.
So yes, this is such a good play. It's nice and flexible, and it's not dangerous because he can't just hit you there. You're gonna get a double shot.
Strategically, the outfield presence is so important that I've like kept being focused on here, and finally has a good opportunity to find that. I think it's worth hitting here, but it leaves so many returns that maybe you just try to escape. Yeah, come up to the 21.
It's very close. It's very close by Dirk, and it kind of shows why Mochy's move was so good before, right? You can't even hit. Oh, 3-2. That's a nice one.
And they're actually somewhat close in the race here somehow with how forward Mochy's position is. Okay, this could be getting into cube territory.
Haha, 1.82 for both players.
Nice. You know, the market loss, there's just so much work to be done to bring these 6 checkers around, but very close to a cube. It's just a very much dominated position, you know?
Yes.
This is interesting. 6s entering 6s are fine because you just play them from the back. Ace 6, 3, 6. Okay, never mind. 4, 6 and a fan. I think he's gonna probably find a cube now that he has one more piece of structure.
He's up 10 pips, and Dirk has a very underdeveloped structure here. Of course, Dirk has the advantage of Mochy having to come home with so many checkers here, but it is a double. Yes, this is a double.
So if you're trailing in the race with 1 checker back.
No, wait, it switched. It's a borderline no double. Okay.
So if you're trailing in the race with 1 checker back and your opponent has a 4-point board to your 1-point board, as Dirk, are you certainly finding a take here with all these checkers to come around?
To be honest, I think there's a potential for a blunder here. If Mochy double,
tough.
It's not as easy. The key here is the 16 point. I've been tricked many times in similar positions. Actually, I was tricked against Mochy in somewhat similar position in the UBC Contender Tournament 2020, where it was just a 17 point, not the 16 point. It gives so much contact value.
It plays like an anchor. It really is very similar. It's similar to a bar point anchor, especially when it has 608 contact. But there's that. It's also with the pip counts at 153 and 163. Maybe you can recognize how long this game is.
That's right.
And that it's just there's a lot that can still happen.
It's not a super significant race advantage that Mochy has.
Yeah.
Mochy's threats are 1, Dirk can keep fanning. 2, Dirk can enter with something awkward and expose himself and get hit with more blots hit. Okay, Mochy, he chooses to not double. That's a great decision, actually. I would have doubled here.
I'm just
and giving Dirk
playing a back checker, probably 23 to, like, I don't know.
But look at this, 15 to 13. Again, it's the same theme. He should maximize flexibility. Mochy instantly sees it.
This is different, though. He plays 15, 14, 15, 13.
Yeah, I think it's number 4 on the list here.
But yeah, he just needs to get checkers in the, like, if he has a 10th checker in the zone, then he feels very confident in his cube action. And it's much simpler. It feels closer to a reference. So I think it's very human to try to play towards that this way.
Yeah. Small mistake.
And even this, so putting a 10th checker in the zone might be a clear market loser for him now. He's very likely to do that.
The problem with Mochy's move was that he didn't step up to the 22 point, so he could jump the front checker with 6s, with a 6.
Interesting.
It's kind of awkward to be in the 23 point. So that's just a small little detail.
Yeah, it's hard to see that would be the priority, and that you don't instead want to just, like I said,
look how you
checkers in the fight.
Look how you own double 6s.
He misses the cube.
Oh, this cube was a little bit more clear than before.
Mm-hmm. I mean, easy to say when we're looking at all the numbers and seeing it was close before.
Yes, this was just a slight improvement, right?
Yeah.
He's more flexible now. He's more advanced.
So we could make the 8, but it doesn't communicate well with the 2. It is 2 checkers in the zone. The midpoint is still speaking to me, so you could play 24 to 13. And I think he's reaching for that.
Speaking to Mochy as well. Okay, another mistake. Another mistake. Yeah, the 8 point is tremendous. 2 extra checkers in the zone.
And he's having a real hard time figuring this game out.
Now I guess it's no double. Oh, is that
Actually,
the
well, what
four?
other 4 can you play? You're going to leave more shots if you just play down, right? So
Yeah. Okay.
this
Yeah.
feels like a clear cue,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not sure if I take his Dirk with everything going on here.
That's right. Now he must double. This one is volatile. Now he has the chance to hit the second checker back.
Yeah, hitting.
And he's up for 17 pips, actually.
I think you have to know that hitting with the 2 is going to lose your market, and if you don't, you still have a dominating position, right? There's nothing too bad that can happen.
Yes, it's even a pass. It's
yeah.
even a pass. The thing is that all of a sudden, Mochy has 2 significant advantages. He has the blitzing advantage, and now he has a significant racing advantage as well with 17 pips. Before, when it was like 10 pips,
Yeah.
it wasn't as significant. He finds the
Dirk
cube.
can find the pass here now. I'm just
Yes.
frustrated watching this game happen to him too, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I would probably be sitting there and thinking that Mochy might have missed some doubles here, so
Yeah.
I was would
And he
probably lean
takes.
towards
Okay.
the drop, but okay. Ah, crushing.
That's interesting. So I guess he was
Crushing.
taking the whole way. He knows.
Yeah.
That's pretty strong.
Yes. Yes. Obviously, it was a borderline take pass decision. So,
Oh, what a confusing play. How do you 13 to 11? Okay, I guess we're getting them in for the attack. These are all just so complicated.
and the midpoint, the contact that the DX 16 point creates is a big problem. So by Mochy playing 13 to 11, he gets to clear those checkers much easier. So he increases his mobility without leaving shots. Good play by Mochy. Again, a complicated roll, but Mochy quickly finds it.
That one felt, I don't know, it's just too nice to block in
Yes.
prime. And I think it's not so worried about that outfield contact like you were talking about. It's just a landing point. Dirk's going to have to start giving things away. There's no pleasant play for him other than really natural pointing numbers. 6-1, maybe you keep the contact and just play 14 to 7. That's tricky. 14 to 8's even better.
Yeah,
Okay.
That nice.
Yeah, I mean, you can link to
That's
the 14,
nice.
but you're just like, when you're dominating this much, you just want to stay back, like, keep making it hard for him to develop his board. Like,
Yes.
when do you want to let him slot some good points, you know?
That's right.
Yeah, and all these are pretty close. These are all fine.
That's a good play. A lot of players would have just run free.
4-3, for example, plays much nicer if he's gone, and now it plays like this.
Yes. It could turn into an ace point game.
6-3, maybe time to go now.
Yeah, there is. What about?
Sure, what are you scared
Could we consider clearing? Yeah, Mochy is looking at it, just clearing the 14 point.
of?
But
You don't really want to make the 8 anyway.
no. Oh, it's the best place to slot the 3 point. Play the 6 out and then slot the 3 point.
I like that.
Exploiting Dirk's super weak inner board with 2 blots.
Yeah, you do need to make that before the end of the game. That makes a lot of sense.
Wow.
These ones where you like the complete asymmetry in the position where you're dominating like this, I have made some very
Yes.
big mistakes in positions like these.
That's
for
right.
Sure, it's very difficult. Wonder if the slot could be right there again too. Yeah, sure enough.
It was.
It
Wow.
repeats.
Yes, it repeats.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Is that when you have such a demanding position, you can squeeze the edges to get into a complete winning position.
Yeah. And that's like his his only liability is for some reason he rolls awkward and can't close that 3 point. Now he's actually going to think about there's no desirable slot now. I imagine that it can't be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have no deuce to play.
And we have such good distribution when we do this too. So does he go for it and hit in the outfield?
I think it's an outfield
Probably
hit.
have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the big liability in this position is coming home against the ace point and not being able to fill the 3, rolling
Yes.
awkward there, and then that contact is going to start to generate maybe into the 20% kind of range of wins. If he closes it, it's like teens, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to see what the possible outcomes are here, but this just feels like, I mean, you're so crushed anyway. I guess your other option is to play Gammon save, but you might lose a Gammon anyway. You're preventing him from immediately closing the 3 point, which just seems huge here. You know?
Yeah, I think it's one of those
have to go for it.
positions where let's see the hint.
And he's not supposed to.
It's correct. It's incorrect. He's not supposed to hit.
Wow.
It's too big. I think that was a blunder from Dirk. We didn't get to see the magnitude. Oh, he
And it pays.
rolls well. Let's see the
Somehow he fans? Wonderful.
2.68 for Dirk now. So I don't know how big that blunder was. Let's see the analysis when Hossein has time to show us. 5-3.
Makes the 5 point.
It was 102.
It's not too bad with such... Oh, what a shot from Mochy.
Oh, this is
That's what
double
he
four.
does. I think you fill it in now, don't you?
Oh,
You hit a second time? Yeah, I guess.
what
I did
a
do that too.
roll.
Okay. Didn't see it linked over there and made such good distribution for making the 3.
That's a crazy roll. What a joker.
Yeah.
And now he's just crushing it. Yeah, 6 prime made.
Here we go. Rolling home to a gammon again.
Yes, it's
That's what he does.
it's a reasonably timed ace point game, this one, but it's actually a little bit overtimed. He has a little bit too much timing here, if you can say that.
If he enters and can't get out, he could still crunch first too.
Yeah.
He needs a 6 pretty urgently.
I think that's pretty unlikely. What's more likely is that if he gets a shot, that he simply has too many back checkers and not a full prime yet.
Mm-hmm.
So Mochy will have chances to enter and run back home to freedom.
Mm-hmm. And Dirk seems to be, even with that blunder on the way home, surviving the PR race somehow.
Yes,
Still got chances there.
Is still reasonably close to the PR race, right? 3.0 for Mochy, 2.6 for Dirk. Very close. But Dirk at least has the chance still of winning 2-0 in this match and staying alive in this Ultimate Backgammon Championship final. It keeps getting tougher. He really wants to save the gammon here in this position.
It's huge. That's as Mochy takes more checkers off, that becomes more and more about, or what the hit is about. Might be hard to win at this point, but you can save the gammon with a hit.
Yes, and he also gets some decisions for the PR actually. Yeah. It matters a little bit.
Certainly needs to save the backgammon. So I like
yes,
that. Yeah.
Exactly. That's the backgammon saving for.
Also needs to be ready to leave the 24 to generate additional shots of some sort with aces, things like that. So good to solve that right away. Yeah, that seems like a valuable 2 for containing when you do get the hit.
Uh-oh.
First shot.
Dirk needs to hit a 3. Come on, Dirk. No.
All right.
Not doing it.
Yeah, the 6 is a nice cover. I like that. And then how about the 5 out?
Yeah, just maximize outfield control here.
Yeah.
3-2.
Cleans up.
Very, very nice and clean roll from Mochy here. He's looking at the backgammon variation where you take off 2 checkers and leave a shot.
It'll be interesting.
I think this is fine. He's down to a 3 roll position.
Does he actually need to? Yeah, I guess so, to save the backgammon.
Yes, and Mochy has an even number of checkers, so it's less like... Okay, here he gets into an odd number of checkers, so now he has to stay and hope for the coup classique position.
Yeah.
And that's when
the backgammon, which could win the match on this one.
That's
maybe a little bit for everybody.
Yes, the coup classique position is when the offensive player is down to 3 checkers, which he is now. And if Mochy rolls an ace next time, except for double aces, he's going to leave a double shot and 2 blots to be picked up.
Doesn't Mochy just roll a set here every time, though?
A set will win him the championship.
Yeah.
Double aces, it could win him the championship here. Now Dirk needs to roll
3-2, 3-1.
Yes, he needs to roll 7 or higher.
Jeez.
Oh, a nervous shake. Let's have a reshake. He needs to roll a 7 or higher. Oh, he does.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he does.
Performs.
He does. But the gammon is in. Yeah, there was a little bit of backgammon there. Mochy very close to winning to defending his UBC title.
I feel like in a way, Dirk would have been fine with that ending. Just be like, this has been the story. Like, what else could happen?
I think he's also a little bit happy that he gets to play more games. And
Howdy, partner. Pack your board and head on down to the 9th Texas Backgammon Championships, February 9 to 13th at the Gunner Hotel, San Antonio. See you there.
try to get his average PR down. I know that means a lot to him as well.
Yeah. He's doing good work towards that.
He is.
Last 2 matches for sure.
He definitely is. So this is the Crawford game. The cube is not in play. We haven't had many Crawford games actually.
No, it doesn't feel like it. Yeah. DMP, gammons aren't particularly relevant since it just gets you to an odd score.
That's right.
6-5. Is he down enough in the race to play the contest?
That's the thing.
He is.
He's down 13 pips. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's close, but it's slightly better to just split and down.
Yep. When you're losing the race, you got to go for it.
It's okay. Oh, 3-1 is perfect. Okay. Now he's got the rack.
But now he might have race.
Oh, 6-5, freedom. And we're already in a defined position here where Mochy is trying to bring his checkers home, and he's still trying to blitz and prime as well.
That's
Because
the thing about stepping up. I never see this. Why wouldn't I just play 13-8? I guess he's about to bring a bunch of checkers down into the outfield, so he needs to generate more fly shots probably.
That's a good argument, and the race is close. So if he rolls like a 6-6 or a 6-3, he can jump into freedom.
Fair. 4-2 is a fine shot.
It is.
Gonna leave sevens, I guess.
You really want to unstack. Oh yeah, look,
nice.
Unstacking is better.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Just said it. You really want to unstack. You have a super stack with 7 checkers. So unstacking.
Oh, 6s, here it is. See which is he stepped up.
Oh yes, there we go. There we see why the stepping up was better
Is he
before.
going to figure out that he needs to come out with one? That's a pretty challenging play.
Yeah, it's one of those plays that the first couple of times you see it, it feels so weird, but it's kind of like now he has one checker behind the prime regardless of what happens. If he comes out, at least there's an upside, you know. Sometimes he doesn't get hit and then he got freedom.
Yeah.
Okay.
2-5. Yeah, now
Okay,
he's
stepping
on the
up.
22. Much better spot now.
Oh yes, and here we see the weakness of Dirk's super stack.
Yeah.
He doesn't have much attacking potential here. Okay.
Oh, really?
He has shot leaving numbers, the 5-1, indirect shot hitting
this
numbers.
Is a great entry, though, too.
Dirk is sad that he can't double this position. 6-3.
Yep. And this is actually, I mean, 1-6 out from Mochy, and he can be dead even in this game.
Yes.
Of course, not the favorite to do that, so Dirk's got quite an edge.
Double
but
4, that's a great shot for the race.
Yeah, which I guess you just have to preserve race and leave the hit point.
You have to,
don't even
yes.
need the link. Yeah.
You have to.
Not as important.
Yeah. Which means that Dirk is now, he needs to prime. Oh, he's going to hit here. He's going to hit loose. He doesn't want to give Mochy the chance of hitting a 6.
The issue with it is that he doesn't have a cover.
Oh, I'm wrong here. I'm surprised. It looked
It
very
does seem like
natural
you try
to me.
A lot of times you
hit.
do try to do that because like a third of the time you get hit, but the other 2/3, the game's essentially over, right? You just have a cover,
look at this.
You try to...
He makes the
it's not
same
quite.
mistake as I do.
Yeah.
He was scared of giving the Mochy a 6, just like I was.
Yeah.
But I guess the racing lead was sufficient to...
Oof. This is a scary covering 6 to leave.
I think 8-3 is better
I think 2 down
than
made
2
a lot of
down.
sense to
Okay,
me.
2 down, 2 down.
Yeah.
So the 7 to cover is
It's
like,
just too deep. You really
Yeah,
hate putting a
yeah.
checker down there. Even though it feels like a direct cover, like it just doesn't work out a lot of time. When you cover with a 6, now you have this permanent checker on the 3. Right? Like, why
That's
did I
right.
do this?
You're sacrificing too much flexibility
I
to
think
have a
that's
little bit
another
extra.
one where it feels awkward, but you see it enough times and it kind of, you start to remember, I'm just never going to do that. I'm just going to play 2 down. Keep him back. You want him like 6-5 way, 5 way at the least.
Backloaded
Yeah.
spare checker distribution.
Yeah.
That's the concept.
Mhm.
We don't like to front load our spare checkers.
Mm-hmm.
Good play
Finds
by
best
Dirk.
play there.
Very nice.
PR race must still be really tight.
Yes, let's have a look at the PR race.
Double 3 is great. We're going to get our
Double
closeout.
threes.
Sometimes it can be easy, Dirk.
Okay, I think Hossein is gonna play this move out by hand.
Yeah.
And then we get a 6-2 for Dirk.
Perfect
he-
distribution again. Okay.
Oh yes, very nice. This
He's
is
just-
the best possible distribution you could have when you start a bear off.
And he rips the
6,
6.
6-3.
He's having some nice bear offs today.
Oh,
I gotta say.
perfect. No. He should bear off
Isn't
here.
it? Doesn't this win more?
Ah, you're right. It's a DMP
Yeah.
style score.
yeah.
Gammons are almost worth nothing.
Yeah.
So that's why Dirk should just play safe and clear from the rear. Good play.
6-5. Great shot. Okay. We get to go to post Crawford. Most likely. Still life. Hanging on by a thread.
Yes, it's good
look
for
how
us at
close
least.
that PR race is too.
What was it? The PR race? I think this
I want to say it was like 2-6 and 2-8. Very close.
Very
Yeah, yeah.
close. It could swing. The next
Yeah.
blunder is basically going to lose the PR race.
4-1.
Uh-huh. This is going to be
Yeah, 2-8 and
1
2-6.
point for Dirk here. Now he's going to be 4 away in the post Crawford, which means he's either 2 wins away from winning the match or a double gammon.
I think Mochy's still favorite to hang on to his Super-Grandmaster kind of title.
Yeah.
I have to root for that too.
Yes.
It's hard for me to root to see Mochy play like a 4 and lose that in one goofy match or something, you know?
Join the UBC 2022 Contender Tournament starting April 18th and the Istafter Annual starting April 21st.
But he really does need some help. Dirk does from Mochy.
He does. It's a miracle, basically.
Yeah, no.
I mean, there is a correlation between winning all the PR points from here and catching up in the PR race, average PR. But it would take a miracle. Oh, yes, 2.7 versus 2.6.
Yeah.
So Dirk is leading a little bit.
Okay, 3-2 for Mochy. Is this going to be a take after he plays this? He might not care if it's not.
It's a take
very
because
close, isn't it? Like
it's a take because he's slightly above.
It's pick'em. 9.56 is like 0.44 if you pass it. Not a big deal.
It's not a big deal. No, it's not a big decision. But he is a favorite after 3-2 opening.
Yeah, interesting.
I believe it's only after 4-1 where you're actually a real underdog, and then 2-1 and 5-1 are kind of like borderline.
Fan.
Oh, double sixes fan.
This is big for Dirk. He has some initiative to maybe win a gammon, and a gammon's good enough for the match.
He already doubled.
This is true gammon go too. He gets to, well, not quite. Actually, the gammon's worth more because Mochy still has a free drop if he just wins one game. So I think the gammon value must be like slightly over 1.
Oh, that's a little theoretical.
Isn't that interesting?
Thing.
I'm not sure I've thought about that, but yeah. Oh, blitz. This is big.
Oh, this is amazing.
If this works, this is an
amazing.
easy game for Dirk to play too. And a lot of decisions,
yes,
he
that's
could be under
right.
2.
This is tremendous for Dirk.
Yeah, no 4, and he's in the driver's seat for this match.
Oh, the double 4. Oh, Mochy's not having it. No way.
And now this is a complicated game.
Yes. This is not as easy anymore.
Pretty simple for Mochy, though.
Oh. Well, Mochy now is going to start developing his prime formation.
He gets to play pure, and Dirk gets to figure it out.
That's another huge shot.
Oh, wow.
That's a huge shot.
Oh, man.
Yes.
What can you do?
Deuce. He can't play any other 5. He's not going to play 6-1. He's looking at
One
it.
legal 5. 6-1 is not legal. Mochy might find it in some spots, but we're not finding it here.
Where's the 6?
Yeah, it must hit.
Where
right?
is the 6? Do you have to play safe, really, with 9-3?
I don't think so.
It's slotting.
13-7.
Yes. Wow, it's a good play by Mochy. It's such a good play. Huge gain by getting missed. Okay, great shot from Dirk.
It's a little loose when it doesn't work, though.
Yeah, it is.
Really
But it's just like you take the risk now and you just lock in a certain win if he doesn't
do we
hit you.
again, or do we just consolidate?
I hit.
Yeah.
It's close. It's close.
It's part of the prime. It's a good point. You want the 8 to come home. It's hard not having an outfield point there.
And Mochy doesn't need to win a gammon.
Yep.
That's the thing. But very
He
close.
doesn't want to risk a gammon either, and with blocks,
Yes.
you do that every now and then. I think the 3 just has to come off the, get off the 24.
And now Mochy can consolidate his prime formation.
Maybe Dirk can make a back game with the 3 and the ace made. That'd be wonderful.
Yeah, but the back game is so
Yes,
so
I'm
weak
joking.
when you have. Okay, sorry, you're joking.
2-5 would be nice and brutal.
Playing a back game with a blitz front position
Yeah.
is horrible.
What is our best here?
6-3.
I'm just probably just from the mid, but
You kind of want to attack on the deuce point, but you can't.
yeah.
You also want to have connectivity during blitz, so you want to bring your back checkers home as far as possible, because when your opponent ender, you don't want to be stuck deep.
I'm interested to see
this
that
one.
13-4 is such not an option. You
don't
don't want to pimple on the prime.
That's right, exactly. You don't want to do that. You kind of semi-kill your own checker if you put it on top of your prime.
If he makes the deuce, for sure, right?
Oh,
what is
double
it there?
3. I think we just make the bar. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
that's
Just
great.
prime the hell out of him.
Now down, I guess.
No need to blitz here.
Yeah.
Definitely level 3 prime formation for Mochy here.
I'm going to take a
With
small
4
miracle
checkers.
to make the 23 and...
How to play this? I mean, you hit on your slot?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Just try to get all your checkers back if you can.
Yeah, you're
That's
playing
your
this.
best fill. Hard to get those checkers off the ace, but you gotta try something. I mean, there's nothing to be lost here, really, you know?
Good
So
play
this is the
by
issue,
Dirk,
is that
actually.
it's just
Good play by
It
Dirk.
takes a miracle to time any sort of 2-1 back game here. 23,
Yes.
24.
It's
just not
impossible.
really
Double
sixes.
sixes is not bad,
That'll
actually.
really finish it.
It's not bad. It destroys his timing for a back game, but that was already horrible.
Yeah.
So I think you just play this and then you slot the 4. It's better than breaking the mid, I think.
Interesting. Or 13 to 17. They both seem
Yeah.
fine to me, but
Yes.
fine in the sense that, like, it's hard not to give up when you're in this spot as Dirk. How do you try to scrape out a win from here? I don't see it. Double aces, right? We just hope, and then then maybe we've got like 20% or something. We can just roll one roll. 4-1.
Yeah, just a crushing 4.
Yeah.
As if he wasn't crushing already. That destroys Dirk's slim hope of moving forward.
I guess aces is better than 2. We really want as many checkers as we
Oh,
can. On
yeah, then you
23,
can-
give up on the back game.
Then you can like make a kamikaze move
Oh.
with 6 to 5, 5 to 4.
I actually
if you roll
wasn't
them.
thinking that. I was just thinking how many checkers can I get on the 23 point.
Ah,
Really needs to work
like
his way
this.
around.
I think maybe he would. I don't know actually if he would stay in the back game or
No, I don't think so. I mean, there's just clearly no timing for it, you know?
yeah. It's
So hopeless.
it's not bad for Dirk to be fanning now actually
Yeah.
because he prevents himself from crunching.
It's
So he wants to
keeping
just
It's
fan.
keeping his ace point game timed is what it's doing now.
Yes, this is problematic. This was
Yeah.
not good that he entered and now he starts to move pips. I don't even think he shouldn't be hitting here. Mochy should not be hitting. He should just make the 6 prime and allow Dirk to crunch his front position completely. Oh yes, beautiful move. Beautiful move. Okay,
Ace, wonderful.
the 1-2 back game with horrible timing.
Yeah.
This is what I always
I think he's
warn.
hoping to roll an ace and step up still. I'm not sure, but we'll see if it comes.
Yeah,
But
here
I think you really just need to give that up so much. I guess one roll and he's going to crack, so maybe he doesn't. Maybe actually, yeah, covering's good.
you want to keep the prime here.
One big set. And he's got
Oh,
some
that's a
low.
destroy. Oh, and he kills his own 6s, Mochy. So now he gets to keep the prime even longer.
Yeah.
Rolling a 6 is like rolling
Double twos.
0.
This is always the back game killer. I think actually,
Could kill his own 5s.
I think you should.
Yeah.
I think you should.
Yes, you should.
Yeah.
It's close though. It's close.
It's really, it's just preserving as much board as you can, and clearly
Yes.
it doesn't. Yeah.
The problem by not killing a 5 is that if you roll a 5 next time, you have to move it.
Yeah. Very important.
Okay. 6 to 5 is more of a prime preserving move. 7 to 6 is more of a clearing and racing move. So here, this is okay. They're very close. It's
Ooh, this is
micro
a nice
details.
roll. This is a very nice roll.
It is 1 pip. Very nice roll.
And we're out of that
3-1.
territory where we're thinking about just giving up the 24. I think we're hanging on. We've already crunched a little.
So again, we see Mochy wants to keep the prime. It's very close, but this is also very robust, and you kind of want him to roll a 6 here, so you can just make that deuce point.
Yep. It's hard
But
for him to time the ace point game anyway.
Okay, fair enough. Mochy goes to.
How bad is it?
It's very close. It's very close. 17 millipoints on 3 ply.
Okay. No decisions for Dirk there.
And Mochy's game plan is working
not
out
clear.
beautifully well here. He keeps his prime and he gets his opponent to crunch completely.
Okay. We can still achieve closeout though.
Dirk has. Oh,
5s, what a shot.
yeah, that is a good shot. Oh, look at the PRs 2.33 versus 2.35. Is that what it says?
Yeah. Great PRs from both of them.
But if Mochy
Great roll for
simply
Dirk.
wins the match, it's all over anyway. But Dirk, at least he's playing well.
And he hits, okay. There's some hope.
There is a little bit of hope. How is
Just
he?
got to fan all day on a 4-point board. That always happens.
Mochy has a
Mochy.
decision here.
Does he? Why do you want to get another checker involved?
He doesn't need to win a gammon.
I don't think
Doesn't
so.
want to be.
This is just like there's a chance to have
Yeah,
two back now instead
you're
of
right.
one. You just have to try to scramble. If you
It's-
get away with it, you win.
It's the worst
So-
move actually, even though
Yeah.
it's just 19 millipoint mistake.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean you.
I mean, you're never losing is the issue. That's why.
Yes,
it's
that's right. That's right. I mean, and there is some argument for hitting would be completely standard if you were trying to win a gammon. But that's the thing here. He's not trying to win a gammon.
Gammons, yeah.
He doesn't need it, right? So
Right.
so there's no need to go for the aggressive play.
Mm-hmm. Sixes come out anyway.
Yeah, that's a fine play by Mochy. Yeah, that's right, duplicating sixes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 5-5.
Double five. That's a hitter, isn't it?
Yeah.
It hits. It's actually one of the
Comes
best.
down to
One of the second best roll, I think, after double six. Okay, but Mochy is still in a super position here. Oh, that destroyed the last.
maybe preserves a little bit of
hope.
timing. We'll see. He's still got his ace point game is looking a little okay now, and it's tough to close that too.
Yeah, but he's crunched
Oh,
his front
another
position.
checker
That's the
dead is
problem.
really bad. 1-4 is a very bad entry.
Just peel off as many checkers as possible. Mochy is considering slotting. No.
Oh, he's under a minute. Feeling a little pressure.
Oh, he's down to 50 something seconds. So yeah, Mochy really want to win this position.
Mm-hmm.
If he wins this position, wow, he will be the 2021 Ultimate Backgammon Champion.
Fours got better. Oh, we get a little more contact. Unfortunate deuce, but we can survive it. What is okay? 3 off, 6-4. Plays safe. Wasn't clear that he did immediately. 6-1.
His winning chances are so low in this position.
Yeah,
Dirk
there's
Schiemann.
24-17. I was wondering if that could possibly be a thought, but it's hard to see why.
Yeah, he doesn't care about gammon loss.
No. Oh, you keep the double shot.
four.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
And then you play this, and then yeah. Oh, this is a winning position. It's almost gin.
Yeah.
Like, even if you hit it, you just
Yeah.
have to win a crazy race. This is
If
basically
you're into those like inhuman PRs,
points.
then
0.7% winning chances here for Dirk
very
in this
nice way to
position.
finish. You come off, right?
2.2 PR for Mochy, 2.3 PR for Dirk, but it seems to be irrelevant.
10-4. Okay. I'm playing 24-18, but I guess the backgammon.
There's something with the deuces. The deuces here. You can roll a deuce and leave a double shot. There we go. Exactly. That's why you wanted to keep that anchor. It's your only way. You have to hit both checkers. Let's see. Double one.
5-4 has to leave too.
Yeah, Mochy has to roll a 1. This is as close to gin as possible.
2-1 doesn't even work. Does it have to be like a
2-1, he makes the ace. And there's the handshake.
Oh,
the
wow.
2021 UBC champion, the Super-Grandmaster, Ultimate Backgammon champion, and world champion,
amazing performance by Mochy. That's
Masayuki
really great
Mochi
stuff.
Mochizuki.
Man, so a low 2 in the last match. I mean, of course, we'll have to go back to the analysis. Worst match we saw him play a 2.9 twice.
Yes, that's the worst match.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. And Mochy just set a new record for the best UBC tournament. The previous record was Thomas Christensen with 2.3, I believe,
Yeah.
in the contender tournament of 2020. And I think
Be under that.
Mochy just beat that record.
Man, that's cool stuff to see the decades-long champ improving his game still
Yes.
and coming back with a new version of A+ for him.
Yes, so thank you guys for watching. Thanks for the sponsors, FM Gammon, Backgammon Galaxy, Wow Hotel. Thank you all for watching these matches. We had a quicker finish than expected. Mochy set a new record for how well humans can play backgammon. So that was pretty tremendous. We get to show you all some cool new products we're having. I think we're gonna do some post-match interviews now, especially with the new crowned champion, Mochy. He defends his title of the Ultimate Backgammon Championship. Thank you all for watching, guys. Smash that like button. See you next time. Ciao.
Hi, everybody. I'm here with your UBC 2021 runner-up, Dirk Schiemann. Going to get a couple thoughts after a long and hard-fought match. Nice final couple days here. Better results in these last 2 matches. Hopefully brings your PR down into the low 3s or something like that. We'll see the overall average. I know it's been a tough experience, but yeah. What are your thoughts on the format? How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel much better now. Yesterday I was really down because I felt like, I cannot play the game anymore. I mean, it's just so strange, weird, and also something like yesterday never happened. But so I'm glad that today I played well, and maybe I even outplayed him on day 3. Maybe so that
It's close, yeah.
it's gonna be close.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I feel like much better now. Of course, like
Yeah.
I think at least I could prove that yesterday was an outlier, and that's not my normal me. And I think today was also a lot easier for me.
Yeah.
Because yesterday I was really affected by the losing, like in a negative way, because I still had hopes of winning the thing.
Yes.
Today, I basically, it was over before we started, technically. So
No pressure, right?
yeah, and also, yeah, now he won the last 2 matches, but
Yeah.
I didn't really care about that. It was just like
Yeah.
a lot more focus just on my game, and I just so he won 6 in a row, so he won a 64 field against 63 Dirks. Congrats to him. So
That's a good way to put it. That is amazing. That's,
that's
8-1 on match wins is just, what can you do? It is really great to see you perform better today. I think a lot of players in your shoes, even in mine, that have played tournaments, know that these streaks of just like, I don't remember how to even play the game, like they happen. You just get hit with the book and you can't figure it out, you know?
Yeah.
But it's hard for, I think, people that haven't like studied this far into the game to really like conceptualize that. Like it seems like you should just always play your PR. But I mean, of course, you're going to have outliers like this. So
yeah, absolutely. And that was just the worst possible moment for such an outlier, because
So
it wasn't even a
frustrating.
small
Yeah.
outlier. Like I think I yesterday I played above 4 for sure. So that's
Yeah.
just like
So
who's
far out of
that
your range.
playing? Yeah. so but it also shows to people that this PR thing is really a volatile
it is
thing in itself.
Yeah.
And I think I didn't play one match between 3 and 4. They were either 2s, 4s, 5s, 1s, 2s, 4s, 5s, and 6s. Not even one like a 3-point something. So yeah.
That's amazingly unlucky in its own way. Yeah. But so I'm so excited for your book to come out, to have a physical copy of that. I assume we're going to see you in end of April for the next contender tournament.
Yeah,
Cool.
I think so. Maybe if I had continued like yesterday,
Yeah.
I would have given it a second thought, maybe.
Right.
Then, but now I feel a lot more motivated again.
Yeah. You got this experience. You're always a strong favorite to make it back here. I'm sure we'll see you here again someday, you know. But yeah, cool. I'm excited to see you then. Excited to see what your study yields then. And I'm sure the Dirk 2.0 is coming, you know.
Yeah, I hope so.
Great. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, everybody. I'm here with your UBC Final 2021 champion, Mochy. Everybody knows him.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Amazing performance across these few days here. I think, we'll have to confirm it, but Marc thinks that this is the best overall average PR that we've seen in any UBC event. Looking like a low 2 under that Super-Grandmaster level that you were looking for and everything. Just amazing stuff. We've never seen anything like it. I'm so impressed. I guess, how does it feel to be champ again?
Well, I don't know. It was so hard.
Yeah.
I'm very exhausted. What can I say? I think everybody's improved the last 2 years because due to coronavirus, So I have to improve too.
Yeah.
Yeah. UBC really makes me, keep working and keep working hard, keep studying.
Yeah.
Never ending.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yes, of course. You've got all those super strong training partners in Japan to work with that you mentioned. New books to read, so many materials out there. But it's still unimaginable for a player like me and most of us humans to be like improving from a 2.5 and dropping below there. So really cool stuff. Yeah. What do you think of the overall experience? How did the tournament go for you?
I was extremely lucky, as you saw. That I won. I played 9 matches and I won 8-1. Not PL, it's just a plain result, right? So if I win 8-1,
What can you do?
what can you do? I mean, I'm really sorry for him. But and also he had very difficult decisions in many matches that we all screw up.
Yeah.
So he was very unlucky in that way too.
Yeah.
And I was fortunately relatively easier games, I would say. And also my time management wasn't good, but it worked well, right? Like in the end I get 4 cube, and so that I had only like 13 seconds, but I won the match anyway. So I was lucky as well.
Yeah. There were a lot of moments where you're like temporarily on the ropes, and then like something could happen.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Big swings and that kind of stuff. But I mean, it goes together, right? Like that's I think the luck was there, but then again, you like played just over a 2, just like the best that we've ever seen anyone do. So they go kind of hand in hand too, don't they? Yeah. I don't know. Anything else you want to share? Anything else you're thinking about here?
Well, the next contender tournament will gonna be in Istanbul.
Yeah.
When is it? Like March or something?
I think the end of April is when it's coming up.
Okay,
Yeah, I want to
okay.
say the dates are like in the 16th or 18th or something like that.
Yeah. I really hope that the strongest players coming.
Yeah.
And having the strongest challenge again.
Yeah.
And then I have to improve again. No, it really gives me a lot of motivations and incentive to do this,
Yeah.
In the normal tournament, I don't really study or practice that much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Of course, I check some reference positions and do my stuff, but not in this level. So UBC is really, really important tournament for me.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
It'll be cool if we do more. I know the next one here is at Istanbul. This is such a great city to visit. I've had such a good time here too. I hope we can convince more American players to make it over. I guess like long trip for them, but our Europeans and stuff are a little closer and things like that. Oh yeah, you don't have a lot of sympathy from Japan, right? It's a long trip for him too. But yeah, I would love to see a lot more players over here for it too. I hope. Tough with COVID last year, of course. But yeah, I look forward to this format continuing to grow, and just all these amazing performances are so much fun to watch. I love being part of it. Yeah.
Thank you, Nick.
Yeah.
Amazing job.
Oh, thank you. Congrats again to your champion,
Thank
2021, Mochy, forever champion. Bye, everybody.
Are you ready to roll the dice? Now it's time of UBC Grandmaster analysis. I picked up 2 positions from today's match between Mochy and Dirk. Before that, I'm gonna show you my latest book, Backchecker Strategy. Okay, in the first position, score is 2-0, and white has a golden point, which is the opponent 5-point anchor. And this is a white position. It looks like a mess. Blue has a better position, like this. Oh, no. Blue's structure is also not strong. Okay, this is a position, and the dice number is 6-3 for white. So how do you play this 6-3? It is a bad dice. It's one of his worst dice maybe. So white is very uncomfortable. But white has to play this 6-3. So how do you do? Okay. With the 6, white has only 2 options. Leaving the anchor or play a2. So we are trained that it's not a good idea to leave the advanced anchor. So, okay, let's try this 6. But how about 3? We don't have a good 3, of course. This is ugly. This is super ugly. Okay, to make a decision, let's check the whole situation. First, the race. White is ahead in the race by 13 pips before the roll. Then, white wants to leave the anchor. Checkpoint number 2. Compare the strengths of both sides. White has 3-point board. Blue has 2-point board with the inner block. So which white is stronger? And if white tries to keep the advanced anchor, white position become mess. Okay, with these reasons combined, white should leave the anchor. And with the 3, of course, this is totally wrong, which gives it a direct shot of a 6. That's why this is the only reasonable 3, even though it is ugly. This is the best play. Any others are pretty bad. Well, okay, do you get it? Now, I'm going to show you the second position. It's turn of blue. The score is 2-2. And blue checker is on the board. White has a nice structure with midpoint, but white has so many back checkers. Alright, this is a position. The dice number is 4-1 for blue. Yeah, blue have to play 4-1. So first, blue have to come in from the board. So how do you play this 4-1? Okay, first, let's check the race. Of course, white has 5 back checkers. That means blue is ahead in the race. But how much? Yep, blue is ahead by 25 pips. It's a lot. Okay, with that in mind, what is the reasonable choice? Let's say blue comes in with a 1 and then hit with a 4. It looks natural because hitting loose on the 4-point is a very common play in backgammon. We are trained to do that. However, white has many return shots. Also, white has a stronger home board with the 5-point. Blue has no board. So because of the race and the strength of the home board, blue have to play safely. Like this. Oh my goodness. It looks so ugly, but not disgusting. Let's choose this play. And this is one and only play. Can you believe that? So any others are a blunder, I'm gonna say. Okay, so today I showed you 2 positions from today's match. Yeah, one idea is leaving the advanced anchor. Another idea is playing safe. Do you like it? Did you get it? Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching this video. Did you smash that like button? Remember to subscribe and click on the notification bell to not miss out on future videos. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and my personal Instagram, Marc Olsen 10. And see you in the next video.
The UBC is produced by Backgammon Galaxy. Play among the stars.